Shanti Meditation with self-awareness. Eyes are closed. Understand, at every moment in our life, are we comfortable and carefree? And that needs a knowledge in the mind. This knowledge in the mind will only manifest when you know what is impure in the pure mind. So when I say being comfortable, look at the first point in being comfortable, the position of your body. Position of your body. Body is perfectly placed, the heels are apart, that's wonderful, the toes are hanging on the sides, that's really good, that is the way it should be. And the hands are facing the ceiling, fingers normally bent, naturally. That is the way the live body has a comfortable position. You can apply being comfortable the moment you are with your mom or brother or sister or honey or employee. Just first thing, what will happen? Awareness in a moment. And in that awareness in a moment will be hijacked by the impure mind. But before it hijacks, we say, look at the neck joint, feel the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Shoulder joints, feel the sensation, being comfortable and steadiness. Hip joints. So now you see that the moment I say hip joint, the mind is flowing naturally. When I say the mind flows naturally to the hip joint, and that naturally comes from pure mind, awareness in a moment. But don't try to intellectualize. Feel the sensation being comfortable and steadiness. Good. Move the mind on the knee joints. I'm slowing down. So once you repeat this practice, you will understand how through the experience. What is that experience? That if you slow down the mind, in any situation, deep inside, anxiety and the stress will escape, will flee. That is why I customize these practices, my friend. Move the mind on the entire body, from the top to the toes. Feel the sensation, being comfortable, and experience the steadiness. And being carefree. Carefree means that you let the mind go with reference to the thoughts and the feelings and the sensations and the past and the memory. Let anything come up. How? Pay attention to what I am saying. You hear the noise of the vehicle. Noise is there, it disappears. There is an interval. Noise, interval. In that interval there is a silence. The same way, The thoughts are simply the noise in the mind. What you do with the vehicle? No, you do nothing. What you have to do with the thought? Nothing. That is what is being carefree. We just discussed about the impurity and the attachment and in the days and days, weeks, months after, the mind likes to follow the habit. We want to break it. But we don't want to break it by forcing. First step is done. The second step, after discussion, I realized still we have to release the impressions that causes the impurity, and instantly we move to a different state. How? Maintain that. Maintain being comfortable and carefree with reference to the body and the mind. Look deep inside the chest, in the space, and start breathing quick and fast from the chest. Expansion and contraction of the chest continues. Expansion and contraction of the chest continues. Continue. Do not stop. Keep looking deep inside the chest in the space. Continue. Beautiful. That practice is going on well. Continue. And stop this. Move the mind on the entire body, from the top to the toes, slowly. And experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. There is the new experience, no doubt. It influences the brain. You have more oxygen in the brain and in the body. There is bound to be a different experience. So where we are moving that experience, move the mind once again on the entire body slowly and experience sensation. We experience, the sensation deepens. Experience relaxation. And experience stillness. The same state can be achieved without doing this breathing, the active steps. We have to reach to that state. Now look deep inside the belly button in the space and start breathing long, breathing from the belly. Yes. I like this. Continue. Belly should expand and contract, and keep your mind deep inside the belly button in the space. That's all. Continue. Mind, the impure mind, will say, no, I cannot do it, I don't want to do it, I don't like it. So if the knowledge is clear, what I want, I don't get it. What I get it, I don't like it. What I like, it doesn't remain forever. Very good. I like this. Wonderful, my friend. You are getting there. And stop it. Same practice. Move the mind from the top of the head to the toes slowly, as if the mind is touching the skin of the body. And experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. So the mind, when the mind is impure, it asks again, then what should I do? Do it again. Move the mind and experience. So the mind does not want to keep its awareness on the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Now look deep inside the forehead in the space and start breathing long in the hissing breathing, both from the belly and the chest. That's why you keep your mind inside the forehead in the space. Good. Continue. 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 Long hissing. There is a sound of the hissing. That works. I'll tell you later on why. And stop this. Move the mind once again from the top of the head to the toes. Knowledge is required. Knowledge must be present in the mind at the time of the doing the practice. Experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Move the mind once again from the top of the head to the toes. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. We'll continue not only to purify the mind, but we'll go deeper by balancing the prana, the energy. Slowly, let it take time. You start inhaling into the belly like a balloon, then the rib cage expands completely when you feel the collarbone. Start breathing out and doing the humming sound, louder, deeper, longer. Belly drops down, then the rib cage. Take your time. First inhale into the belly, continue to inhale into the ribs up to the collarbone, and then you exhale and long, loud and deeper humming sound. Longer, deeper. This is really good. Continue. Good. This is really good. Continue. Continue. And stop this. Move the mind once again on the entire body, slowly, as if your mind is touching the entire body from the top of the head to the toes. And experience. Again, this experience is deeper than the previous step. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Look deep inside the head, in the space, and communicate with yourself. My goal is to bring an end to the suffering and awaken to inner peace and happiness. And the subject matter is, who am I? I have a wrong notion carried away or taken for granted by the mind, causes the stress and the suffering. And the best way is to go beyond and behind the mind. We're going into the Shanti Meditation. look at the head and the neck and the space all around. So there is a space all around the head, which is a fact, understood, observed, experienced by the mind. So there is a space and the sensation all around the head and the neck. Right arm and the space all around the head and the neck. The space all around the right arm and the sensation in the right arm. You can easily remember S, space, sensation. Become aware of the space all around the left arm and sensation in the left arm. It's not a big deal, it happens. But if it is not happening, we need to practice more and more. The space all around the rib cage, the front and the back, and sensation there. The belly in the front and the space all around. We are dissolving the mind, the entire back of the body from the shoulder to the waist in the space. But this space is mixed with the sensation. But the mind and the intellect knows 100% that there is a space between the back of your body and the mat. Look at it. The right leg in the space all around the right leg. The left leg in the space all around. The mind is moving there. The entire body in the space all around. We may feel intense sensations sometime in the entire body, and at other times we experience deepening of the sensation on a particular part of the body, maintaining your awareness. So it means that part of the body was not hijacked by the mind. The mind goes into the body, creates points of stress and anxiety, duality and conflict, and it repeats the habit. The entire body, the space all around. Now see, there is a subtle difference in the next step, and that starts moving the mind within. Head and the neck, space and the sensation we have just experienced. Move the mind from the space to the skin of the entire head and the neck. So there is a third live experience comes. What is that? Stillness. And that stillness prevents the mind to move out with attachment. That is what we discussed today. So now in this step there are 3 S. Space all around the right arm, and move the mind from the space. Leave the space and be there on the right arm. Sensation and stillness. It is so simple, and that is why it is also most difficult. We don't want to do very simple things in our life because of the mind, intellect, ego, habit, nature, a lot of stuff. The mind goes the space all around the left arm. Leave the space, be there on the left arm from the shoulder to the fingertips and experience sensation and stillness. The space all around the rib cage. I'm not guiding, educating, teaching you something that is very foreign, that is, difficult. It is the simplest, easiest. The space all around the rib cage, leave the space. So where the mind touches the skin. You feel the sensation and you experience the stillness. Yeah, I should tell you. The space all around the belly, leave the space. Be on the belly, experience the sensation of the body and stillness in the body. Sometimes the mind, when it is impure or it's a highly intellectual, then it claims, I'm breathing, so body is moving. I'm not talking the stillness of the body. I'm talking of the stillness is present in the body. It is a presence. The space all around the right leg. Leave the space. Experience the sensation and the stillness. When we both moved inside this room, the mind has a different experience. Nothing has changed. The vehicles outside are still creating noise. Remember this, remember. The space all around the right leg. Leave the space. Experience the sensation in the stillness. The space all around the left leg. Your mind will naturally say, aha, this is living in a moment. Yes, we are moving there. The sensation in the stillness in the left leg. The entire body, then the space all around. Experience bubbling sensation in the entire body. Why? Because you have left the space and stillness in the body. See, we have done. Now, we educate the mind. Look at the head and the neck outside. So outside, 3 experiences: space, sensation, stillness. And then look inside the head and the neck, become aware of the darkness or the space plus sensation. Understand, recognize and realize when you experience the sensation inside the head and the neck, which is different from the sensation on the skin. It is the state of calmness. And if you experience the space and the emptiness, it is the state of quietness. Nothing outside can disturb you. Right arm. Right arm outside. Space, sensation, and stillness. And inside, explore. Without doing anything, be there inside the right arm. Sensation, calmness. Space, quietness. Not space outside, space inside. Is there a space? Yes. Our scientist says that if we remove the air from the 6 feet body, we will be reduced to like a matchbox. Our size. So don't allow the mind to go in a wrong direction. The left arm outside. Space, sensation in the stillness. Inside, just be there. Experience calmness and quietness. Millions of people are making a noise. Unusual feeling, smell is there outside because you are cutting off from the sense organ and their objects. There has to be calmness and quietness. Rib cage, sensation, space, sensation, and stillness. Where it is? Outside. Inside. Look inside the heart. Just be there. Sensation in the space. Calmness and quietness, my friend. Belly outside. Do it by yourself. Just experience. You may say to yourself, space, sensation, and the stillness outside. Inside, I'm there. And you look, you see the space, you feel the sensation which is different from the outer ones. Calmness and quietness. Right leg outside, space, sensation, and the stillness. Inside, calmness and quietness. Left leg outside, space, sensation, and stillness. Inside, calmness and quietness, the entire body. You enjoy the mind now when it starts looking inside. Mind says to you, oh wow, it is so easy. I experience that joy. But if the mind is facing outward, causes the impurity, 8 factors, and pain and the suffering. It doesn't mean that you have lost touch with the external world. Anyhow, we'll move a little deeper. Look at the breath. In this state of sensation, space, sensation, and stillness, calmness, and quietness, from inside, the mind is looking at the breath. And it experiences the separation in the knowledge. What is that? In knowledge, the mind separates the movement of the breath in and out we can keep the three-pointed awareness of the breath. No issue. So what are 3 pointed awareness of the breath? You know the breath is going in and out. You feel the sensation of the breath at the tip of the nose, and you do not change the rate and the rhythm of the breath. In knowledge, you experience that separation. The body living in the state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Mind is living within. So when it is living within and looking at the breath, we discussed about how to transcend the mind, going beyond the mind. Every time the breath goes in, drop the mantra Shantoham and into the space inside. Every time the breath returns, mentally, no movement of the lips or the tongue. Shantoham, that means I'm the peace. I'm not in peace, but I'm the peace. So when will it happen? Breath goes in and the mind drops. I'm the peace, and mind absorbs into the infinite space inside and the infinite space outside. No change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. And do nothing. Remain as you are in the state of doing nothing. Enjoy, live in that experience. Let the mind reflect on it naturally without even thinking of it. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand and experience the change. Mind on the left hand, experience the change. Raise both your palms slowly. Place it on your closed eyes. Open the eyes inside. Just be there and experience the change. Bring the hands down and sit up.